Good morning. I'm Antoinette Antonio. We interrupt programming right now to give you breaking news. Boston police giving an update about an officer-involved shooting in Beacon Hill. Let's listen in.
This morning at just before 6 o'clock, officers from Area A1 were dispatched to 97 Mount Vernon Street here in Beacon Hill for a report of a breaking and entering in progress. On arrival, officers encountered a male suspect in a rear alley, armed with a large knife. At that time, an officer dispatched his department-issued Taser, striking the suspect to no avail. Officers then discharged their department-issued firearms multiple times, striking the individual. He was immediately given first aid by the officers on scene and immediately transported to a local hospital where he's being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. The officers were all transported to a local hospital as well for evaluation. At this time, we are obviously very early in the investigation. It is active and ongoing. We are asking anyone in this area that may have information relative to what happened, any video, anything that they might be able to add to this investigation, to contact the homicide unit at 617-343-4470 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-494-TIPS, TIPS.
Any questions?
There have been reports that the man was not wearing any clothes and that he had gone into the restaurant and was just breaking things. Is there any indication on why he was breaking in? And can you confirm whether or not he was clothed?
Well, at this time, I would say that we're very early, so exactly what the motive behind what he was doing, we don't know, and we hope to find out through the early parts of the investigation. I will confirm that he was unclothed at the time, yes.
How were you guys notified? Did an alarm go off, or did someone actually call?
There was a call, a 911 call.
And then how were the officers injured?
The officers were taken to the hospital for evaluation,
okay,
as is standard.
You said multiple shots. How many shots did the officers discharge?
Well, I'm not going to confirm the number of shots, only because we haven't even processed the scene. We're still searching that alley and the area around there to make sure that we can account for all of the ballistic evidence that the officers, that how many times they discharged, and account for that by searching the scene. So it's really too early to confirm a number at this time.
Sorry, how many officers were involved?
There were initially 3 officers involved.
Was he combative even after being shot?
You know, I'm not going to confirm that. I think we're still trying to we haven't even had an opportunity to really speak to the officers in depth, so at this point I wouldn't confirm any kind of his particular actions.
As the superintendent said, the firearm discharge investigation team is investigating this. It's in the early stages. One last question.
What can you tell us about inside the business? Were you able to see a bunch of glass shattered in there?
There's definitely indications of him being inside of that location. Again, still very early as to exactly how he got in, what damage he might have caused, all those things. We're going to find that out in the next few hours and next few days.
Thank you, Superintendent.
Thank you.
Any updates will come from our office. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, gentlemen. There was an orange knife, orange handle knife.
All right, you've just been listening to the Boston Police Superintendent there regarding this officer-involved shooting that happened this morning. If you're just tuning in, we want to recap that for you. The superintendent saying that 3 officers responded to a call of a breaking and entering. This was all happening on Beacon Hill. Mount Vernon Street was the area. And they found a man in an alley with a large knife. They initially tried to use a Taser on that man, ended up shooting him. Officers did provide first aid and took that man to the hospital. Officers were also taken for an evaluation, which the superintendent said is standard. They're saying this is still early on in the investigation, but our Jennifer Egan did ask a question about reports that the man was unclothed, and the superintendent did confirm that. We, of course, are continuing to stay on top of the situation. You can find the latest on this story on air and online. For now, we're going to return you to Good Morning America.